Brexit has caused concern in the Netherlands as its fishermen warn many will go bankrupt if the country can no longer fish in UK waters. The EU and UK's hopes of a deal were boosted after Prime Minister Boris Johnson ceded ground on regulatory divergence. The talks had been deadlocked for months over the issue, as Brussels looks to ensure fair competition post-Brexit. However, EU negotiator Michel Barnier warned that differences still remain over fisheries, an issue that has long threatened a no-deal exit. A no-deal Brexit could cause disruption for fishermen on both sides of the English Channel, but Dutch fishermen have previously expressed concern over the long-term impacts of the UK's departure. Mr. Johnson wants to see UK boats prioritised in British waters, meaning European vessels could be afforded less landing. Dutch skipper Cor Vonk said in 2019 that many will go bankrupt in the Netherlands if access to UK waters is ended. He said, "It's really a disaster for the fishermen, as 50% of their turnover is caught in British waters. So for the Dutch fishermen it's really a tragedy if the British waters are closed. We're talking about 500 to 600 families left in the drink. Many fishermen will go bankrupt, and perhaps us too." European fishermen also fear clashes with one another if a no-deal Brexit happens. If UK waters are closed, Belgian, Dutch and French fishermen will have to share a fraction of the waters. Mr. Vonk added, "Where you get overfishing, you get displacement. So you get fewer fish imports, you get fewer auctions, you get no work at auctions, no work in processing factories. That's a domino effect, which is really disastrous." When ITV spoke to Dutch fishermen earlier this year, they echoed these fears. Guido Betsema, a fisherman at the Dutch port of Den Helder said, "In a year we spend 80% of our time in English waters. I am afraid that the UK will say, 'Stop, no European fishing vessels in our waters.'" UK fishermen could also be impacted however, as they currently sell 80% of their landing into the European market. A no-deal Brexit would see this become much more expensive as tariffs would be slapped on British goods. In recent days, the issue of fisheries has led to significant threats of military intervention, as government readies gunboats to protect British waters from European fishermen come January 1 when the transition period ends.